Hey YouTube, love these days when I get a few things in the mail. Today, part 2 of the Glock G31 upgrades. Haven't really touched this gun improvement wise since a couple of years ago when I put EFK Dragon extended comp barrel in it, and I put the big dot sights on it. So in this one, got the Overwatch Tac Trigger. This one I didn't get directly through them. I actually found it when I was looking for the magazine release extended button, and I found this one on eBay through a company called Omaha Outdoors, and shipped and all, it was just about the same as going straight through Overwatch. So $134.95 shipped. It was $130 plus $4.95 shipping. Ordered it, goodness, Sunday night. Showed up today, Wednesday, from Tejas. Here I'm showing the installation on my Glock G31 Gen 4. I used roll punch pins, 530 seconds and 330 seconds, primarily the 330 seconds. Here showing that you take the locking block pin out first. You go from left to right, then you go back to the trigger block, remove it, and then the trigger pin last. You may have to pull up on the slide lock to remove this pin, and then once you have those things out, move your slide lock out, up and out, pull straight out on the locking block. It comes straight out. Then you grab the ejector, pull straight up on that, it will come out. Then you have to remove the trigger bar. It will twist outward and come up. Remove the spring from that, and then you put the spring through the hole in the new trigger bar. It has to move through this into a slot in the crucible. It goes back in. Once you get that back in, you will pinch that on the side. After pinching, move it straight back into the housing. It goes back behind that one little block. Once that's pushed in, the next step that you're going to have to do is pick this pin back out, which is of course your locking block pin. That goes in, seated in. It is metal. Next pin we're going to go to after we seat that in is the one for the trigger block in the back. Push that in and seat it. And then you've got to get your slide lock back in. That spring goes underneath the locking block pin, goes into that slot there, pushes straight down and in. Then we're going to put our trigger pin back in. This is where I use the larger in order to push through from one side, while I push the largest pin back in from right to left to reseat that. Then you put your slide back on and the tests. Pretty crisp. It's got a nice short reset. Still very audible. Glock triggers have always had a real nice audible reset. This is just shorter. Show you a couple of measurements coming up of the difference between the stock OEM trigger and this trigger. Of course, this is a flat face trigger. So here is the original OEM replaced. You can see the starting position is much closer. There's much less take up on that, showing it pulled back to the point right before break. Very little movement before we go to break on this trigger. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hope this was helpful. Have a good day.